What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Lance.
It's Jesse.
Prairie War Dice. We're finally back recording a video. I know it's rare. Yeah. And we're back from Edmonton. This video, we want to talk about our experience and how our future plans are with certain events coming up. And just in general, the vibe we got. And yeah. Anything else?
No, we'll just take it from there, talk about the trip and everything.
So first things first, we need to apologize. We've been bad at this whole YouTube thing.
Yes.
I'm gonna use the common excuse. I was burnt out from Warhammer.
I was just busy with work and our schedules don't always mesh to make videos.
Yeah, and I'm not actually burnt out from Warhammer. I just get home and I'm on a new addiction called Final Fantasy 14. You can blame my brother for that. But we plan to maybe get some more videos out. We're for sure focusing more on shorts as they're easier due to our lack of schedule alignments.
Yeah, and it's easier to give quick updates that way instead of waiting to do one long video on updates.
I'm going to forewarn you guys, this fall/winter will be rough for me as I do yet another school semester. And I was not easy on myself. But we will try to get some actual long-form content up.
Yeah.
All right, so just over a month and a half ago, we had the benefit of going to Edmonton to take part in Gamescom Canada and their PlayOn narrative tournament. It was a lot of fun. I had fun.
Oh, I had a blast doing it. It was super fun.
So we each played 4 games. We did not take part in Apocalypse this year. I did last year, and I just felt like it wasn't worth bringing the extra 1,000 points, especially with the restraints on storage. So, Jesse, overall, how did you feel about Edmonton?
Oh, it was a great time. The games were super fun. Everyone I played was always a blast. I feel bad because I don't remember the 2 guys' names that I played, the last 2 guys. But to give you a quick summary on it, the first game I played, it was just on accident. Someone that I play where I'm from, named Kyle, great guy. He played Salamanders. It was a very tight game, very close game. Unfortunately, I just couldn't get the victory on that. And the second game was probably the best game of the weekend. Faced a very, very nice guy named Carl, and he played Space Wolves, and my God, it was so fun. He was just learning because he had brought it. It's his friend's army he brought over, so he was trying to learn. So him and I were just messing around the entire time. And they had challenges you had to do, and Carl got one that was a very difficult challenge, and they only gave a couple of those out. So he had to do all these things, like the setup, like having stuff in my deployment zone and all that. And then he called the TO over, and he's like, "I'm finishing this extreme challenge," and it was super fun watching how excited he got for it. My third game, it was a mess. We had a very weird deployment that so X amount had to be in the middle, but I also had a time crunch because I had to do a Red Club painting contest and I had to be at their booth by 1, and I didn't want my game to go over that time. So I had to deploy a bunch of stuff in the middle and into my deployment zone, so I put all my big stuff in the middle, and I looked at my opponent and I said, if I go first, I'm probably going to win. I said, if you go first, you're going to win. And he agreed on that statement. He went first and killed all my big stuff. That was my Defiler, my Mauler Fiend I think I had in there, Lord Discordant, Bastor, because I was trying to, again, just be fast as I could playing. So again, if I went first, I was probably going to win, and he even agreed. But that's just not how the dice went. And the last game I played, can't remember his name again, he was a Blood Angels player though, and that was super fun. He was still trying to learn the army, so he was taking his time, but even in that, he was super fun to play against. He was explaining a lot of the stuff. It was just all around a super, super fun time. Just playing and meeting new people, which I can't wait to do more of in the future.
But Jesse, you mentioned the Red Claw painting.
Yes.
I know you posted a short about it.
Yes, I was very lucky that my model was, I think, one of possibly 8 that was picked to have. It wasn't the winning one. I can't think of the word. Each category had a winner. But Red Claw picked out Game Envy picked out a couple models that they think deserved a little bit more recognition. And I was lucky enough that my model was one of those, and that was the Helldrake. I do have to thank my buddy Greg because he helped me kind of get, him and I talked a full day and worked a full day on that bass just to get it where it is. And I want to thank him for pushing me to enter because I wasn't going to, but I learned to always enter because it was cheap, the costing was $5, and I got a lot of feedback from the artists about what I can work on and what are good techniques I'm doing currently, what I'm painting.
About that, do you have any ideas that you might do for next year's, or is it up in the air?
It's up in the air currently because I kind of want to do a Fugan, but I don't want to spoil it. If you decide to play Eldari, you can't have a model in the painting contest and play with it. And I don't know if I want to buy 2 Fugans. So I don't know. I'll see. I have a bunch of obviously great pile of shame or pile of opportunities. Someone commented one time which I like better. Of stuff I could work on, and there's always stuff in the future that we can work with, that I can work on to enter into that.
That's true. So from my experience in Edmonton, it was great. I'm not an artiste. I'm an autiste, and I had a great time. The Friday night we went and met the PlayOn crew, had a barbecue. The food was always delicious. It was hot as hell.
It was extremely hot in that building.
It was a small building with like 80 plus people, and quite a few of them are bigger gentlemen like Jesse and I. So the body heat was radiating. But that's where we got to have a good conversation, or at least in my case I did, with Ben, one of the editors for PlayOn. And it was great to catch up with him. We gave him a birthday card, and we thank you again, Ben, for the shout out.
Yes, thank you, Ben. It was really nice of you.
It just feels surreal that we've been mentioned in a PlayOn video. Crazy stuff. But also, it was just so much fun. We had a couple new people join us to Edmonton this year. My girlfriend was one, but also our buddy, we'll call him Nelly. He did awesome. He decided to start a whole new army from Christmas to June. We gave him like a March 1st deadline to show that he's making actual progress, because he's been known to be very slow at hobbying.
Yeah.
And Jesse really took him under his wing, showed him what the heck was up, and he showed up, he showed out. He went winless, but he had a lot of fun, and it's a narrative, so the wins don't actually matter. Just want to shout him out because he actually did a great job, and I'm actually really proud of him, and he was a good time overall.
And it also did rekindle his love for Warhammer. He had an army, he had a custodian army he didn't really like, and he's kind of dreading getting into it, and then really fell in love with the Dark Angels. So it's that now rekindled his love for Warhammer, and he's definitely pushing himself a lot more into it.
Yeah, and he's now looking at future things. He wants to add more to it, because of course his army is very limited because of time crunches. But he's super jacked. He's still looking for that first win, and I really hope it's not me. But to talk about the rest of my experience in Edmonton, it was great. Again, 4 games. I was actually a team captain, and it was funny, my team went against Jesse's team,
Yes.
first overall, and on Jesse's team we had our buddy Spencer, so I didn't have to face them. They both asked to not face me and another buddy of ours. So I knew 2 of the guys on my team. I met the other 2, they were great guys, Dagan and I'm forgetting the name. But you guys were both awesome. Loved your armies. It was a great time. It was a treat. My first game was against Steven. He's, I think, from another province, not Alberta. Because we chit-chat. He had orcs. They were awesome. They were Star Wars themed, and they were awesome. He did beat me. Looking back, because I've now played a game with Jesse in 11th, he overwatched with a Titanic model twice. And killed 2 Dread Knights, so good for him. I should have called it out, and I didn't think about it. You can't overwatch with that. Maybe would have changed the game, but an L is an L. But it was a good time. He was a great opponent. We had fun. My second match was against Gaius Fiery, also known as Josh. Great guy, awesome dude. Normally plays Grey Knights. Last year he was there. He actually gave me something because I played Grey Knights. But he was playing guard, going all flamers. The downfall was he's going against Grey Knights All Flamers. And by the end of turn 2, he was practically tabled. We had a great time. Mid-game, he had an interview with Nick from PlayOn. They did a little like community post, which my army did make an appearance in. It's the back half of them, so all the flaws are not just to be seen. But it was a great game. Every vehicle exploded. It was insane. At one point, we missed an explosion roll, and his teammate beside him said, "Nah, no way. Roll a 6." We counted it. It helped me achieve my secret mission, so I appreciate that. And because I beat Josh, I got this card called the Cronus device, which if you lose it, you have to give it away. So I kept it secret, and I managed to survive the rest of the tournament with it, barely. But that was day 1, it's super fun. Love the PlayOn guys. Got to meet Tycho.
Tycho was amazing. He's such a sweetheart. Very just a genuinely awesome guy to be around and talk with.
Yeah, it was great. I'd love to actually be able to talk to Michael, their Grey Knight Necron player, but of course he's busy running the store, and they were busy this year.
Very busy at that store this year.
Yeah, and like all the other PlayOn guys are great, but it was an honor to finally meet Tycho. He wasn't there last year. And he gave us some really good tips about the channel. He got super excited when we told him. And we all dressed up in Hawaiian shirts to take a photo with him.
And the PlayOn people loved that.
Yeah.
They thought it was a coincidence, and then they seen us all walking towards the booth, and they're like, "Oh no, this is happening! Like they're here for Tycho."
We might post it on an Instagram post. But yeah, it was super awesome. Thank you again. But for day 2, I had 2 more lovely opponents. First was Carl, the guy that Jesse faced second.
Oh, such a sweetheart.
And Carl is my favorite French person. Anytime I talk bad about the French, it does not include Carl. He is my favorite person. I miss him already. He was great. He was playing Space Souls. I was playing Grey Knights. There's already beef there if you know the lore. And we were just having a good time. Actually, when he saw he was facing us, I was worried because I had this Cronus device, so I'm like, hey, hopefully I get an easier opponent. I didn't get to choose. Carl saw me, knew I was friends with Jesse, and demanded battle. So we played, we tussled, I got a good win. It was so much fun. At one point they put this Cronus device on our battlefield, and I hit it with the Grey Knight hammer, and I diddled it with a Tech Marine, and actually got a nat 20. So I got something special. Carl tried fighting with a wolf. We had so much fun, and it was honestly probably the best match of the weekend for me because Carl was just a treat. Like, again, he helps make the weekend better because he made both my weekend awesome, he made Jesse's, and even our group. Like, you just come around to say random stuff, and we loved him for it.
Yeah.
Then my last game was against Jason. We had 2 Cronus devices on our team, so we had to be very strategic. Jason was a very green player. I don't know if the new players with Dark Ages, but both him and Arnell took them, and I faced off against him, but my goal was, of course, was to win, so I didn't lose the Cronus device, but I wasn't going to curb stomp him because that's awful. So we played, and things weren't looking good for him. He was missing some rolls, I was making rolls. So we started having more fun with it. He rolled a 6. No, he rolled a 1 on an explosion. That's an Australian 6, so it blows up. And things went crazy. And I ended up having to work really hard to even tie him because I got a little liberal with the rules and a little liberal with the points. So he was actually winning at one point, which had me panic, but I tied him, and it actually helped make my weekend. Like, I was getting a little emotional when he told me like I made his weekend because I made the game fun. I slowed things down, explained it to him, and he said like all his other opponents just steamrolled him, which it's a narrative tournament. I get it, but it's not fun. So I finished the weekend 2-1-1, and I had great times the whole time. Jesse finished 1-3.
Yeah.
Just like last year. But I had a blast.
Oh, I had a great time. Like, this if you guys ever have a chance to go, it's not about the games, it's about the people you meet. Like, there was people that I've talked to last year that came and found me, talked to me there. Like, even the one guy that joined us for supper named Dylan, found out that he has relatives that know my relatives, and that's a crazy thing. Just knew this guy ran, like, played him one time in Edmonton, and now our families might all know each other, which would have never known that.
That's a small ass world, and like the connections that Jess and I were able to make there, like we felt like even closer to the PlayOn crew.
Like, Carl invited us out to Quebec to go play possibly in the future.
So yeah, that goes into our next one. Like, Edmonton was great. We can't wait to go again next year, maybe every year. But yeah, so Carl, Jesse, and I were talking on the way back about how awesome Carl was. Big surprise, we've already talked about him like multiple times in this video. But Jesse, I was driving, so Jesse used his phone, found him on the Book of Faces, sent him a friend request. I gave him my phone so he could do it for me. And felt like almost immediately we got the friend request accepted. And then we were both talking to him, and he's friends with people at Fenris, and they help him run events. So he's running one in Quebec, in Montreal, and he invited us this September. Sadly, flights to Montreal are way too expensive. I can't take the time off to school.
September is also a very busy month for us, so I don't think it would work. But there's another tournament he's hosting in Calgary in February that we are looking at going to. Again, just gotta see how all the cards get played out there. But that's what this tournament is about. Even our new friend Nelly, who came with us this year, he was bummed that he wasn't winning, but it was even the one guy, his second game on Saturday that I can't remember his name, but he found Delesh found him when we were all leaving and just stopped the bank about how Nelly was his favorite match or favorite opponent throughout the whole weekend, and he was grateful that they both were learning the game at the same pace. That's what I want anyone that goes to take away from it. It's not about the wins or the losses, it's about the connections that you make there, because it's sick. You guys are all bonding over the same thing, and you never know the opportunities that it can open up for you.
It's awesome. And I was actually watching the Arnell Nelly game with Delesh, and it was awesome. It went really long, but they're both new players, and I was helping Delesh a lot because he was new, and it's funny, my brother was his team captain, so it was like crazy how everything was working. But it's a super small world. Like, Jesse met someone who knows his family, we met Carl, and Carl knows people from Fenris, and Carl's buddy, who was also there, is hosting the Calgary event. We need to actually talk to Carl about that to see when they know it is, because debating when, we can hopefully make it, but of course we live in Canada and the prairie is at that, so the weather is awful sometimes. And I'll still be in school, so debating on if the weather's really bad. I can't afford to miss too much school, and of course we're both working full time, so we will have limited days off. So that's up in the air. But if we go to February 15th, we go to the event, what would you bring? It is a team event, but Carl already told us he'd find a spare person and we come with him.
I don't actually know. Gosh, I'm working on my works currently. Bow tent might be fun. My bow tent's all painted up. There's a couple things I could add if I wanted, but I don't need to add anything. Okay. And it would force me to understand, because I haven't played them officially with their new yield points.
No, you haven't.
I've only ever used them with the yield tokens. Judgment tokens is what I've played with before. Maybe the bow tent would force me to learn the army again and actually play with them.
I love Jesse's bow tent. I can't wait till he does redo them, because last year it was a bit of a crunch. But that'll be awesome. I'm excited. I now actually hope that you take the bow tent. My goal is to take the Knights, the Imperial Knights. I have been working on them. Just post a little update. My issue is I'm lazy, so I'm gonna work on adding more. And if I can get them done in February, sweet. Worst case, I fall back to the Grey Knights. They're done. They're dusted. They're ready to dump. And yeah, so now we want to talk about the Channel Army, because if we go to Edmonton next year, we said if we have a Channel Army that I'll play it in an Edmonton tournament, and I said I'm down to clown in Edmonton. We have about 1,100 points of Eldar already. We have the Combat Patrol, the Avatar Kane, we got Ozerman, Lycus, and recent. So we made a list of things that both Jesse wants to see, and I'm gonna make work. It's kind of like a challenge for me, just to see if I can make what we have work. But in this list, the things we have left to get is a Wraith Lord, which Jesse just recently purchased. We need to get Fugin and a set of Fire Dragons and a Wraith Knight, which we're going to build with the Ghost Glaive, so that way if he does get into combat, he'll hopefully do something. And up in the air, we might do a 10 mana Fire Dragon, or we'll swap that for some bikes.
Or maybe those dinosaurs. I locate like those new dinosaurs.
Yeah, that new Exodite announcement was sick as hell. Dinosaurs and space, like how can you go wrong with that? So you'll see some updates on the shorts about Jesse working on painting things, because he's just actually yesterday, as of recording, we had a little hobby day with a couple buddies, and he was working on the Wraith Lord.
Yeah.
And what were you doing with the Wraith Lord?
Just trying to get him put together. I really don't like the pose of the Wraith Lord because he's very just stationary. I don't know. His pose sucks. So I don't know how to describe it. I was just cutting pieces off to like pose it in a more dynamic pose. So like bent the knee on it, and I was changing how the arms were placed on it. So it's something I still got to work on because it's the first time I've ever done it. But I think so far it's looking pretty good with how it's posed. It's just a few tweaks here or there to get it to completion.
Yeah, and the way we're going to break it up so it's more even, and so our painting levels match out. I'm going to deal with the chaff units, so the regular guys, the squads. Jesse's going to more focus on the characters, because they're supposed to be the ones that look nicer. Not saying I'm going to make my guys look bad, but my paint job is average. Jesse's much higher than that, so it's a more focus that he does on the characters. We have a really cool basing idea for them, but we already talked about color schemes. So you'll see updates from Jesse both with Orcs, Eldar. Yesterday I was working on some terrain things, so I got the Noctilith crown, the Chaos Gate thing, so I built that. It's sub-assembly, so it's a bit easier to paint. I have cool ideas for that. I built the Infinity's Lament, which is the Warhammer Plus model. Sick model.
Oh, it's super cool. I wish you could use it in game, but there's nothing to proxy it.
Yeah.
It has.
I've seen people use it as like a Spirit Seer, but then you gotta magnetize it. And I'm gonna be honest, I hate magnetization because it's way too much work. Except I do appreciate my brother did magnetize my Baneblade. But again, he did it, I didn't. So either way, that's what we have coming down the line. But the next weekend from today, us recording this, we're actually hosting ourselves a little hobby weekend with our group of friends.
Yeah, so that's just, it's because, not that people were burnt out after Edmonton, but obviously it's a push to get your stuff ready, and it's fair to take some time off. So we all happen to have, most of us have the weekend off, so we're going to go and just paint and help each other get a little bit more stuff for our armies done. Whether that's building, I hope it's not as much building as more as painting, because I don't know, I find people paint better in groups, so I'll be able to chill, relax for the weekend, but also hopefully people will be able to crush some things out for their armies. I'm hoping to get, the goal is 20 Orc Boys done, but we'll see how that weekend pans out if I have to help anyone out with their stuff.
Yeah, it's sweet. Like, a couple people can't make it, which is whatever. It's not a mandatory thing. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people are going, a lot of people are excited, and I think everybody's staying the night, which is crazy. So it's gonna be like a nice little slumber party with the boys, and it's just gonna be sweet. We can hobby, go to sleep, wake up, right back to hobbying, and it's just gonna be a fun way. We'll post some shorts.
Yeah.
And we'll be there with my brother, who was Frigid Miller Designs, and he's someone that's going to be on the channel quite frequently, whether it's his models or it's him, because he's also starting his own YouTube, and we're just going to grow together, because he's a great painter, he's a great creative mind. Same with Jesse, and of course I'm more about the playing and stuff. Speaking of, so far we're in 11th. Jesse, at the end of the month, will be doing a tournament.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm taking my orcs. I think it is 1,500 points, so I gotta make a list. The issue is I want to use the Stompa, but that is 600 points. So that is almost half the point total I can take. But we'll see what I want to do. I think the orcs are in a cool, fun spot right now, and their new codex might be released before. I hope it is, because then I'll be able to try some new things out. But I think I'm definitely going to take orcs, and just to spice things up, because I don't think any of those guys have actually played orcs.
No, it's another group in the city that we're really good friends with. A lot of them were on my team, and yeah, they're super nice. They host a lot of things. It's normally just with their group, but now we've kind of merged the groups. So they're hosting it, they're doing all the thinking. I sadly can't go because I have this stupid thing called weddings I go to, and I need to work in between. So it sucks that I can't go, but 11th so far. I've played 3 games. As of recording tomorrow, I'm doing a massive apocalypse style game against a friend of the channel, and it's gonna be 6,300 points of Tyranids against a mix of 6,300 points of Imperial Knights and Grey Knights. So that's my big game. But 11th has been a lot of fun. Understanding the terrain and stuff has been difficult, but
yeah, but the rules and everything have been really fun to play and learn. Jumping or piggybacking off of Lance, letting a guy overwatch him twice with a Stompa. That's how I won my first game against Lance, is because I overwatched with the Stompa and we never called it out.
No.
During it.
And we were talking to a friend about it, and they're like, wait, can't our Titanic allowed to overwatch? And then we both thought about it. And then as a guy who plays Imperial Knights, I realized no, they cannot. So that's now 2 games that might have been different, but it was a good time. The Stompa did, and Steve's Morkanaut did God's work, only hitting on 6s, so I can't even be mad if I lost because of those. So it's a great time. We have a lot of cool things coming up. I'm about to get blasted by our channel friend tomorrow. I'm not excited for that, but it's going to be 12,000 points over that, 12,500 points on a normal size table, and it's going to be a cool like defense style. We're practically mimicking the PlayOn one, where it's all Ultramarines versus Tyranids. But yeah, so that's the state of Edmonton. Super fun time. Can't wait for next year.
Oh, it's going to be great. It'll be a whole new story because my Hostia is now done. So I can't wait to see what they make up next year and what story we'll be following. I'm pretty sure most of those guys are coming back next year, whether it be our friends or the people we played. I'm assuming they're all going to be there, so I'm just excited to also see them again.
Yeah, and it was awesome, and I can't wait for it to happen. I'm really hoping our February plan works out, and it's just great things on the forward, and hopefully Jesse and I can buckle down and do a couple more long-form videos, whether that's us just hobbying or it's us actually playing a game. Again, the camera situation, that's a whole nother thing, but in the end, we're still here, we're still alive, and we're still planning on making videos, because we want to grow just like some of you want to watch us grow.
Yeah, and I want to thank anyone that has watched the shorts and all that. I know some people may say 40 subscribers is not a lot, but that's 40 of you guys that are supporting us through this journey of Warhammer and starting armies and just giving us cool feedback on a lot of stuff we've been doing.
Yeah, and it really, like, I didn't realize today until I posted the short, and I'm like, oh, dang, we're at 40 subscribers. That's pretty good. And it just makes us want to, like, do more stuff. Like, down the line, maybe if we get enough and we can do a regular thing, we can start our own little video series of, like, and literally play Beer Hammer. Jesse and I don't really drink, but a beer league style Warhammer thing where we face off against friends, have a good time, and the winner, I don't know, gets a high five.
Yeah, probably.
It's a work in progress, but thank you guys for all watching. We appreciate the comments that we have received, and it's a good time, and I don't have anything else.
Yeah, I don't think there's really much else to say.
Well, thank you guys.